You'll be surprised at this product making 10K a month on average. Join me as I analyze it and see what we can learn from it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dave. If you're new here, hit subscribe. I do new videos all the time. And in this video, I want to show you an interesting product I found using Everbee. The product analytics tool shows you all of the top performing, and you can filter it too by monthly revenue, stuff like that, listings on Etsy, which I like doing. Because you've seen in my previous videos where I've analyzed some stores. However, with this tool, it shows you just listings on Etsy rather than just top sellers. So it's fun to find interesting products and draw conclusions, because if you'll go through this list here on Everbee, the product analytics list, and just filter through highest to lowest on price, highest to lowest on monthly sales, stuff like that, you'll find some pretty interesting things. I'll dive into that in a different video, but let's jump into the product here. So it's a custom photo beer koozie, can koozie, whatever you want to call it. And it's taking a concept that's been done before. A custom photo on a product that's printable has been done before. However, it's giving it a specific theme, right? And this isn't something that I see all the time. There are, I guarantee it, other products and other listings doing exactly this. However, it's not something that you see every single day. Like, for example, when you think about print on demand, you think about mama bear shirts. Or when you think about print on demand, you think about bridesmaids group shirts or whatever. That's what you think about when you hear print on demand. But with this product, it's taking a specific theme, and that's vintage. That's the first thing that we want to learn from it, is that it's taking a known concept, custom photo print on demand, but it's giving a theme to it. So it's choosing a specific theme. It's not just an overall listing that's saying, hey, custom photo. It's giving it a theme, and it's going after that with the SEO, the titles and tags: personalized insulated can cooler, vintage, funny birthday favors, 40th birthday, 30th birthday, 50th birthday, slim can. Now, obviously, I would recommend the SEO be improved. However, the virality of the product, or the quality of the product in general, I outspoke any SEO mistakes that I could point out here in this video. Sure, we could do a little bit longer phrases here, have a noun at the end of vintage, and then not choose just random years, but they had to choose some year if they wanted to make that example. So the first lesson we're learning here is that taking a concept but putting a new theme to it, that's what is giving it its success. Number two is that it is going after a specific theme with, next thing I want to talk about, with a very low price. The previous video I posted where we were showing that product that did $176,000 each month, that one was also taking that one was different. That one was a very popular product, a cutting board, but giving it to you in a very low price. So I was able to have that low price angle with it. But with this one, it's kind of a fresh twist to a product with a custom photo on it, has its own theme, but also it has a very low cost, right? $5.50 per can koozie with your own photo on it. That's a killer deal. That's almost a no-brainer, which is a huge aspect of what makes products blow up. And this isn't just on Etsy, this is elsewhere too. You want to always ask yourself, is your product irresistible? Make it tough to say no to your product. That's a concept that should be applied when applicable, whether it's just the single sale, or even if you can do upsales, if you're talking about your own custom or your own standalone website, if you can do post-purchase upsales, or if you can do bundle sales or subscribe and save, stuff like that. If you can make your offer irresistible and kind of stupid or hard to say no to, then you'll see a lot of conversions. And it reflects too. You can see here 28% conversion rate, which Everbee is give or take. We don't have direct access to their numbers, but through the Etsy API, they're able to estimate this. I would say the conversion rate, if it's not 28.95, I would say it is anywhere from 8 to 20%, which is huge for Etsy. If you're above 1%, I've seen stores in my student stores doing 7 figures with 1% conversion rate. So the fact that this one is doing 10K a month just with this listing, having an estimated 28% conversion rate, speaks multitudes. Now, conversion rate does range widely when it comes to product and niche. So don't shoot yourself in the foot, or don't beat yourself up if you're not quite hitting the goal that you want or a number that you think you should have. If the sales are moving and you're getting views on it, then you're sitting pretty and you should be happy with that. You can always work to increase conversion rate with good photos, etc. But just wanted to say that. So the conversion rate's really high. That's really something to note. Let's look at these other versions here. 16 ounce for $6. Wow, huge price increase there. Not really at all. Send proof, no proof. So that means, just send you a photo of what it's going to look like or not. But that's it for this product. It's very simple, but it's taken a known concept, but added a lot to it. And it's really powerful. If you have your own business and you want to have your own standalone website, Everbee has its own feature now that you can import your Etsy listings, you can import your Shopify data, or you can have AI build it for you. So I highly recommend checking that out, especially if you have an organic source of traffic like Instagram or TikTok or something like that, but you're not monetizing it yet elsewhere off of Etsy. I definitely recommend checking out Everbee's site builder. Very exciting stuff happening over there. And also, if you would like to work with me one-on-one in my mentorship program, feel free to book a free call. It's in the description below. Everything that I mentioned today is in the description below. And I would love to speak with you, and we would love to see you build your site on Everbee. So all in all, this store or this product is extremely, fascinating. It's taking a custom photo concept, but putting a theme to it. So what I would do if I were you and you were able to print on beer koozies is you could take the vintage style, then make it like a space portrait or a cheesy, funny portrait, put them in space, put the laser beams. We've seen that before on the channel in maybe last year or something. I analyzed a product just like that, is where they took your cat, a cat photo, made it like a JCPenney style cheesy portrait from the 90s, and then added some like laser beams and stuff. That was a viral product that I reviewed. I would take the vintage style, do that, and then put it on a koozie. Or if you're willing to go further than that and get a little more original, do the vintage style, do the funny portrait with it, and then put it on a product that hasn't been done before. Print on demand suppliers are always coming out with new products to print on. And if you're early when those things drop, and you come to the table on Etsy with a fresh perspective on it, then it's very easy to get traction and very easy to break through. You don't have to struggle trying to sell Mama Bear t-shirts to everybody that's already seen 10,000 of them the second they open Pinterest and the second they open Etsy.com, okay? You can sell very unique things if you just put a little bit of thought and creativity into it. So that's everything for today. I'd love to speak with you in a free 10-minute call. The link is in the description. Try Everbee and you can find cool products like this. Link is in the description. And until next time, have a beautiful day.